watching ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to this special edition of Open Mic. I am here at the Nefhi Hotel today, and today is 16 October 2025, and we are celebrating World Food Day under the central banner, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. As you will see in this program this evening, dear viewers, we have many banners to commemorate the day, as well as Eradication International Day to eradicate poverty, which is #1 on the Sustainable Development Goals. Some of the banners are reading safe and nutritious food for everyone, everywhere, and empowering communities through climate change action and food security initiatives to eradicate poverty and foster prosperity. So we will be bringing you excerpts of the interviews we have conducted with the various participants of today's events, and please do stay tuned.
We will start with the video speech on World Food Day by FAO representative in Eritrea, Ms. Ariela Glini. Thank you.
Excellencies, the strength of our efforts lies in unity. Cooperation among governments and institutions is essential. Multilateralism allows knowledge to be shared, ensures support reaches those most in need, and help us address threats and crises before they escalate. This includes strengthening protection for vulnerable groups, funding humanitarian support, and assured critical food and agricultural assistance. Eritrea's engagement in these efforts is commendable, and with continued dedication, the country can seize new opportunities in transforming its agri-food systems. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as FAO and the wider UN family celebrates 80 years of service, we reaffirm the importance of working together. The challenges we face today are many and deeply interconnected: climatic shocks, dwindling natural resources, economic downturns, geopolitical instability, and yet persisting food insecurity. These unprecedented challenges demand even more coordinated and inclusive solutions. FAO's work is guided by the vision of the 4 betters: better production, so that farmers produce more with fewer resources; better nutrition, for achieving food security and improved nutrition by increasing access to healthy diets; a better environment, sustaining healthy ecosystems; and a better life, ensuring dignity and opportunity for all. Thank you. I'm Ariela Glini, the representative of the Food and Agriculture Organization in Eritrea, and World Food Day is a very special day. It's on one side a day to commemorate the importance of achieving global food security and nutrition for all, but it's also a day for a call for action because the task is not been achieved. This year, FAO celebrates its 80 years of existence and marks this day. Worldwide, 150 countries are participating in renewing their commitments to local actions to achieve food security in nutrition in their countries. This year, in particular, there are high-level events in Rome at headquarters, but in many countries to mark the importance of working together. The theme is Hand in Hand for a Better Future for Food for All. And we have many examples of activities like this special day today in Eritrea.
It's a great honor to join you in celebrating the 2025 International Day for the Eradication of Poverty and World Food Day. Combining the two celebrations remind us that the goals of ending poverty and food security are closely linked. I thank the Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Arefina, for his leadership in organizing this important event. This year's theme is Ending Social and Institutional Maltreatment by ensuring respect and effective support for families. This emphasizes dignity, inclusion, and shared prosperity. In Eritrea, this vision aligns with the national commitment to empowering communities through climate action and food security initiatives. In its partnership with the government of the state of Eritrea, UNDP is proud to support the government's development priorities. Our Eritrea Country Program 2022 to 2026 emphasizes social protection, food security, and environmental sustainability, all geared towards economic transformation. You must agree with me that all these are rooted in government's principle of self-reliance. Eritrea's strong leadership in sustainable development, with investments in climate resilient infrastructure, natural resource management, and water security, has improved livelihoods, strengthened community resilience. Through soil conservation, afforestation, and terracing, rural communities are restoring ecosystems and securing food for future generations. Our collaboration also involves modernizing the date palm sector, working alongside FAO and IFAD. The project has enhanced value chains, generated rural jobs, and introduced improved technologies that increase productivity and income. Recently, UNDP and the Ministry of Agriculture, with support from the government of Italy, launched an initiative to promote climate-resilient agriculture in Zobomakel, Anseba, and Gashbarka. This intervention is projected to benefit close to 5,000 farmers through modern irrigation, climate-smart technologies, and improved land management, thereby enhancing productivity, reducing manual labor, especially for women, and building community resilience. At this point, I want to thank the effort of the Ambassador, Alfonso, and his predecessor for working tirelessly in making this possible. Thank you. Additionally, UNDP continues to strengthen institutional capacities through targeted training and international exposure. This involves Eritrean experts gaining access to global best practices to keep the country at the forefront of sustainable agriculture and food systems ecosystem. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, while we celebrate progress, we must also recognize that eradicating poverty is not a single milestone. Instead, it is an ongoing journey that requires vision, resilience, and partnership. Your roles as leaders, influencers, and advocates are crucial in this endeavor. The effects of climate change and environmental challenges remind us that collaboration remains our greatest strength. In that context, I urge you to use this day to renew our collective commitment to building a future free from poverty and hunger. On our part, UNDP remains dedicated to working with the government of the state of Eritrea, all development partners and communities to promote inclusive and sustainable prosperity in Eritrea. I thank you all for your kind attention. The good thing about this country, for a country to develop, food is essential, and the country should be able to feed itself. So the efforts government is making with all the various interventions shown on the screen here, tells you that this country means business in terms of being food self-sufficient. So that is what encourages me to continue working with Ministry of Agriculture in helping them to be food self-sufficient. And you've also seen one of the packages, the commercial aspect. But the fundamental has to be right, and that fundamental is people should have what they eat. They grow what they eat what they grow. And this is what I've seen in this country. And I'm excited to be part of that all the time.
Yes, we should start really to acknowledge the very close collaboration with the government of the state of Eritrea. In particular, we work closely with three ministries, the Ministry of Agriculture, of Marine Resources, and on Land and Water and Environment. Through this close partnership over the last 30 years, many achievements were made. And this was possible thanks to the very close and complementary and strategic action. The results we can report and proudly report of joint action are in the area of sustainable agriculture, enhancing the resilience of climate-smart practices that allow farmers to be not only face current challenges related to drought or water scarcity, but also future ones. Other achievements, a very important one is to address the conservation and restoration of our ecosystems, which are vital for continuing to produce food in the future. And not only for agriculture on the land, FAO works very closely with the Ministry of Marine Resources in the area of fisheries, but also testing new and piloting practices in mariculture, aquaculture, that are promising for providing livelihoods and incomes for fisheries communities.
We have an initiative with the Italians and Ministry of Agriculture. This is to continue accompanying the government. Work is going on. A lot is happening here. But having additional initiatives backed by technology in other areas, I think help. So that's why I talked about the Italian initiative that we have in Zoba Makel, Gashbarka, and Saba. This will continue on the path that government has already started to making this country food self-sufficient. And in that aspect also we're thinking of other initiatives such as introducing technology in the whole process to make sure that you may get the same output or even more with less efforts. So those are the efforts. But by and large, I feel very satisfied to work in this country where the government and the people are very serious about being food self-sufficient.
Agriculture remains the backbone of Eritrea's economy, with more than 65% of farmers being smallholders. Yet the sector faces persistent challenges: erratic rainfall, limited period, farmland holdings, soil degradation, and the need to shift from subsistence towards diversified, market-oriented productions, among others. To address this, the ministry designed three complementary strategies: the Minimum Integrated Household Agricultural Package, MIHAP, the Small and Medium Commercial Farming Strategies, SMCFS, and the Small and Productive Farm Plot, SPFP, covering the full range of farming households from basic support to commercial growth. MIHAP ensures that every farming household receives a minimum package of agricultural and livestock inputs along with technical supports. The program provides improved seeds, basic tools, and dairy cow or small remittance, poultry, beehives, seedlings for fruit, animal forage and firewood, and regular extension advices. It promotes integrated crop livestock systems and nutrition-sensitive practices to promote household resilience. Initially piloted MIHAP has been laying a solid foundation for household nutrition, food security, and income generation. The Small and Medium Commercial Farmer Strategy, SMCFS, targets farmers ready to step up from MIHAB to semi-commercial and commercial agriculture. It facilitates the use of better inputs and technologies, strengthens value chains, and enhances farmers' access to market and finance. SMCFS transforms farming from a means of survival into a viable enterprise, fostering economies of scale and value addition. Together, MIHAB and SMCFS create a dual pathway on ensuring basic productivity and the other promoting commercial expansion. At the heart of the current efforts lies the Small and Productive Farm Plot (SPFP) initiative. Under the 2024 to 2028 Strategic Development Plan, led by a roadmap, safe and nutritious food for everyone and everywhere, each farming household is supposed to cultivate a 1,000 square meter plot intensively using climate-smart and diversified cropping system cereals, pulses, oilseeds and vegetables supplemented by a backyard poultry and a top-bar hive-based beekeeping. The small plot is designed to ensure nutritious food for families and marketable surplus for income. By 2024, more than 12,000 SPFPs had been piloted, producing an average of 5 quintals of cereals per 1,000 square meter, showing significant gains in yield and household nutrition, thanks to the improved seeds provided and close extension support. This year, though the assessment is still in progress, the number of farmers practicing in the full package SPFP, including poultry production and top-bar hive beekeeping, is expected to increase significantly. The Ministry is expanding SPFP strategy in collaboration with its local and international developmental partners. Looking ahead, the Ministry plans to expand the ongoing projects such as construction of micro-dams, watershed restorations, and organic farming models, and institutionalize SPFP as a core program in every village. Through MIHAB, SMCFS and SPFP, Eritrea is transforming agriculture, building resilience, ensuring safe and nutritious food security, and creating a brighter, more sustainable future for all. Safe and nutritious food for everyone and everywhere.
May I express my profound gratitude to you all for honoring our invitation. It is an honor and pleasure to stand before you today with this momentous occasion, World Food Day, as we celebrate under the inspiring theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, and for the eradication of poverty under the theme, Empowering Communities through Climate Change Action and Food Security Initiatives to eradicate poverty and foster prosperity. This year's celebration is particularly significant for Eritrea. We are reaffirming our commitment to food security, not just as a national priority, but as a cornerstone of our development strategy. The theme chosen, Hand in Hand for Better Food and Better Future, reflects the collaborative spirit that must be drive us forward. It speaks to the need for partnership between government, communities, and international organizations. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Eritrea's agricultural sector plays a vital role in our economy and the well-being of our people. Despite challenges, including climate variability, limited infrastructure, and access to resources, Eritrea has demonstrated remarkable resilience to improve production and productivity. The government of Eritrea is working tirelessly to modernize traditional agricultural practices, introducing new technologies while preserving our heritage. Our focus on increasing productivity, diversifying crops, and promoting sustainable agricultural techniques that safeguard our environment. The Hand in Hand for Better Future and Better Food and Better Future theme, apart from being symbolic, it demands concrete action. We need stronger collaboration with local and international partners to secure adequate investment in infrastructure such as irrigation systems, storage, and marketing facilities. We need to work closely with the local communities, empowering them through training program and access to seed and organic fertilizers. To address these challenges, we'll work very closely, as usual, with our partners, including UNDP, FAO, IFAD, and the African Development Bank. The Ministry of Agriculture has initiated the implementation of small and productive farm plot as part of the Strategic Development Plan 2024-2028, guided by the principle of safe and nutritious food for everyone, everywhere. The guiding principle of safe and nutritious food for everyone, everywhere, is not just about quantity alone. Importantly, it is also about quality, ensuring every Eritrean citizen has access to wholesome, nutritious food that support healthy lives and strengthen our nation, which is embodied within a small and productive farm plot initiative. Small and productive farm plot initiative of 1,000 square meters of land to be planted with appropriate cereals relevant to the region or ZOBA, the various vegetables, pulses, and oil crops. Backyard poultry on top bar hive are also part and parcel of the small and productive farm plot. All Eritrean farmers are being encouraged to get involved in this initiative and hence enhance the security of adequate, nutritious, and safe food at household level. In 2024, more than 12,000 farmers have adopted the initiative. The MOA now pushing for an ambitious plan where most Eritrean farmers located in arid and semi-arid areas are planned to adopt the initiative in the coming 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let us embrace the spirit of hand in hand with renewed determination. Let us work together, government, farmers, communities, and partners, to build a future where every Eritrean has access to safe and nutritious food. This is not just a national goal, it is our shared responsibility. As we move forward through 2024-2028, which is the MO strategy, to implement the MO strategic plan, we remain steadfast in our commitment to safe and nutritious food to everyone, everywhere. Let us strive. In conclusion, let me congratulate our partners, and especially FAO and UNDP, for working together to make the World Food Day, the World Poverty Eradication Day, a success. Let me also commend the organizing committee and the management of this facility for a job well done. I thank you for your attention.
The future prospects and the opportunities, I would like to say, are very much building on the long-standing partnership. And with the future we see is really to further strengthen our action in 5 strategic areas. One is, as I mentioned, is the continued engagement in the agendas for climate action, biodiversity, facing on land degradation, and safeguarding biodiversity. This is one area where we very closely work in natural resource management, watershed restoration. There are many examples where we see really, as we look into the future, the need to intensify our joint efforts. But I would like to mention also the work we are doing at household and community level together with the government to support horticulture, small-scale farming, poultry production, which particularly help women and youth and the communities to achieve, improve their nutrition and livelihoods, but also to be able to produce more and generate income. What I see in particular in future is the importance on supporting the development of sustainable value chains in the agri-food sectors and fisheries. This can take place through technical cooperation and knowledge exchange, expertise, but in particular also investments that help small-scale producers, but also medium and larger commercial agribusinesses to strengthen their value chains, to produce more, and also with this produce more food for the local and regional and potentially global markets.
The final message is to continue encouraging, because a lot of good things have been done. Perhaps we need other partners to join to support these initiatives, because they are very important for Eritrea, and also it would be a shining example for other countries too. So we need more partnership in terms of how we can improve some of these and even put them to scale. That will be very important. But otherwise, kudos to the government, Ministry of Agriculture, for the efforts they have been making to ensure that Eritrea is a beacon of hope in terms of agricultural production. And Eritrea is a country that can feed itself without having to rely on outside imports to feed its population. That's really good and commendable.
Today, World Food Day is central for a year of commitment and engagement. We celebrate together really to underline that we have all a role to play, be it the producers or those working in the processing, in the transformation of our products, and up to the consumers. We all decide how we shape our food systems, how we eat, the type of food we choose, how we produce, and also even what we waste will make all a difference if we are moving towards more sustainable agri-food systems and make a difference for the life of the farmers, their communities, and all those who depend on the critical food and agriculture.
Dear viewers, that wraps up this week's Open Mic. It is good night from us.